3 minutes a day that will change your life. Now, this is not a cute little title, it's true. Hey, I'm Terri Savelle, your cheerleader of dreams. Thanks for joining me today. And hey, last week I asked if you would like for me to continue putting out these faith-building videos to help you live your dreams by asking you to subscribe, and so many of you did, and I want to say thank you. That means so much to me. So I just want to let you know I don't take it for granted. So let's talk about 3 minutes a day that will change your life. Now, this is not a cute little title. It's true. In fact, I heard a story about a guy named John Kralik. At age 53, John Kralik found his life at a terrible, frightening low. His small law firm was failing. He'd been in a lawsuit and couldn't pay his staff. He was struggling through a painful second divorce. He had grown distant from his 2 older children. He's living in this tiny apartment where he froze in the winter and he's melting in the summer, he said. He was 40 pounds overweight, insecure, felt worthless. His girlfriend had just broken up with him. I can keep going. And he said his life dream of becoming a judge seemed gone forever. Well, during this desperate time in his life, he took a walk in the hills on New Year's Day. All of a sudden, John was struck by the belief that his life might become at least tolerable if instead of focusing on what he didn't have, he could find some way to be grateful for what he did have. See, until you learn to be grateful for the things you have, you will not receive the things you want, right? So he decided to write thank you cards. Listen to this. John decided to set a goal of writing 365 thank you notes in the coming year. One by one, day after day, he began to focus on gratitude, like handwriting thank yous to loved ones, co-workers, past business associates, college friends, store clerks, doctors, even neighbors. Anyone, really absolutely anyone who would do anything for him, he would write a thank you note. Are you ready for this? John's entire life turned around. For example, he sent one thank you note to someone who actually owed him money with no ulterior motive. He just thanked him for being in his life. The guy sent him the $4,000 he owed him. Surprising benefits and blessings began to come John's way, and his whole life was restored. He's wealthy, he's happy, he lost the weight, got in shape, he has more peace than ever before. Not to mention, he became a best-selling author, and he was appointed as a judge to the Los Angeles Superior Court. What am I saying? The more gratitude you express, the more abundance you experience. In fact, let's practice this right now. I want to ask you to share this video with one friend that you're truly grateful for. Trust me, you are putting gratitude in motion and things start changing. So share this with just one friend, not 7, just one friend to say thank you. In fact, in a second, I'm going to give you a challenge, a 30-day challenge. It only takes 2 to 3 minutes a day. But first, I want to prove to you why gratitude is so powerful and how it can truly transform your situation. Here's another powerful truth. Nothing will delay your dreams more than complaining. In fact, I heard where the word complain means to remain. Jim Rohn said it like this. He said, complaining, indulge in this slightly and you might as well forget about the future. He said, spend 5 minutes complaining and you will enter a financial desert. Then he said this, choke on the dust of your own regret. Like, whoa, calm down. But we see that in the Bible. You think about the Israelites. They circled the same mountain for 40 years when it was only supposed to take less than 2 weeks. Complain and you'll delay your breakthrough, your progress, your dreams. Well, I've shared this before about a guy named David Horsiger who said 18 years ago, his mentor asked him to make a 30-day commitment to stop complaining. He said, don't complain about the weather, the traffic, how tired you are, how hungry you are, your to-do list, about your food, how you slept last night. He said, not one word of complaint out of your mouth. David said, it shifted my entire life. He's now a New York Times bestselling author. His clients are Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Wells Fargo, the New York Yankees. But if you really want to kick it up a notch, do what David did for 30 days, no complaining, but also journal your gratitude. So here's my challenge for you for 30 days. Number 1, do your best. It's not easy, but do your best to stop complaining. And number 2, journal your gratitude. In fact, Oprah said this right here was the single most important thing she believes she has ever done. For 30 days, don't complain and journal your gratitude. In fact, Oprah said, be thankful for what you have and you'll end up having more. Now, if you concentrate on what you don't have, she said you will never, ever have enough. Listen to what Deepak Chopra said. He said, gratitude creates abundance. Steve Harvey said, gratitude is a powerful process. The only way to move to the next level is you must show gratitude for where you are. If you show gratitude, it gets you to where you want to be quicker. Actor Will Arnett, same thing. He said every single morning he writes a gratitude list. Clint Eastwood, Jerry Seinfeld, same thing. Well, personally, I took this challenge. I got a hold of my words and said, no complaining for 30 days and journal your gratitude. And I'm telling you, I've shared stories before on other podcasts, but I remember in particular a 7-year dream I had to speak at a certain conference happened in those 30 days. A 3-year dream to get one of my books in a foreign language happened in those 30 days. I was blessed with money for our family vacation. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to do it another 30 days. Well, then I told my whole team up here at the offices, let's start doing this. In fact, we made a big gratitude wall at our offices. Every week we write down what we're grateful for and we put it on the big gratitude wall. Do you know, as a ministry, as an organization, we went from 12 countries visiting our website to 213 countries. Last year alone, we shipped resources to 122 countries around the world. That's people ordering our books, taking our courses. I think we reached 23 million views here on YouTube. Gratitude is a powerful process. So here's the key to being completely restored. You think about the story in the Bible of the 10 lepers. You remember, Jesus healed all 10 of them. Well, only one of them came back to Jesus and said, Jesus, thank you. And Jesus said, where's the other 9? In other words, are they not grateful? Do they not appreciate what I've done? Well, to the one who came back and just said, thank you, the Bible says his faith made him whole. He was completely made whole. So think about that. Leprosy was a flesh-eating disease. If you had leprosy, people knew, because you might have part of your nose missing, part of your ear, part of your kneecap. Things were missing if you had leprosy. Well, the 9 lepers who were healed, leprosy stopped eating their flesh. But the one who was grateful and expressed it, he was completely made whole. That means the kneecap grew back, the nose grew back, the ear grew back. I'm telling you, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. It's the key to restoration. So start being grateful. So my challenge, go 30 days, write 3 to 5 things you're grateful for every day. Only takes like 3 minutes. After 21 days, it's been proven psychologically. You retrain your brain to start scanning the world for positive things. When you do this for 30 days, levels of depression and anxiety decrease and levels of happiness increase. So a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. So I want to help you take your life to a whole new level. In fact, this week, I'm going to give you a 7-point checklist on how to distinguish yourself for success. Now, this is something I taught at a success conference where people paid $400 each to attend. I want you to have my notes and go down this checklist as a guideline to go from just wishing things would change to living your dreams. So I want you to get this. You got one of them today, express gratitude. But I want you to get the other 6. So click the link in the description to get your free 7-point checklist. And be sure also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter so I can cheer you on to live your dreams. Hey YouTube, click below to subscribe to my channel, or you can click one of the 2 videos to continue watching more motivational content. Thanks for watching. I'm cheering you on.